Hello everyone, welcome back to FBM Maine Outdoor Journal. We got the old bus into our new location where we're putting it on for the summer. We cut a little brush out here, me and Jackson, last week, so we'd make a nice little spot. We got a brush pile going down there, and today I'm going to cut a little brush to make a trail that goes down to the river here that we're on. Liam's already gone down with his brush loppers there so we can clear a spot to fish. So nice little spot hidden down in here off the road. It's going to be a nice summer spot once we get her all opened up. She might not look like much but right yet, but we'll get her opened up a little bit here, and not too much. And I'll walk you down here in a minute and show you the frontage here where we're going to recreate this year. So, alright, there's the bus up there. I think the best route we decided was going to put a trail down through this way. Won't take very long with just these small little shrubs to make a nice little walking trail down through here. I did find this nice old buck scrape here the other day underneath this ocean branch right here. Got her all stove up there from last year. Looks like it's been used quite a bit. And you can start to see the river right there. So we'll be able to go down over this bank here through the old fiddleheads. Trim this a little bit of brush out. Been so rainy, there's a couple little wet spots in here, but those will dry out here if we ever get any sunshine. Come across here, then we get into a pretty good trail here. Go down and see if we can find Ahab the bee-bob. See what he's trimming. And here we are. How you making out down there, Ahab?
Well, coming out a pretty good spot.
You are? You ain't cutting them fiddleheads, are you?
They're just overgrown fern parts.
No, those are fiddleheads. Don't cut those. Let them grow up. There's a spot down here where it's just grass. That'll make a good spot to clear to set up our chairs and stuff.
Oh, whoops.
Don't kill too many fiddleheads.
Whoops.
Want them grow. Oh, you didn't cut too many. That's all right there. See, we can clear this spot all out here.
Oh,
This will make a nice flat spot here to have a little height. Yeah, all that stuff you can cut. All right, there's the beautiful river. I think our plan's to make us a nice flat spot here so we can have a little firing and a couple chairs. What do you think? That's a pretty good flat spot, isn't it?
What?
Prettier.
Yeah, I can trim this out.
Yep, I'll open up our little walking trail a little bit with the chainsaw. So let's get at it, shall we?
Yeah, you can work on the trail and I'll work on the fishing spot.
All right, sounds good. Let's get at it. Alright, that didn't take long to come down through there. Now I just got to go move all the brush. Probably set it off to the side, then when Jackson gets here with his four-wheeler he can haul it up to our brush pile. But we'll open this up. Trying to stay clear of the fiddleheads. I had to cut a few coming up through here, and there's going to be a few crowns right in here where we're going to make our little campsite underneath this cherry tree here. Have a little shade. Once the water goes down, we might be able to use this for a little bit of access down into the water, because it's good deep water here down all the way down through. So might have to get rid of, I don't know, cut off 10 fiddlehead ferns or groups of fiddlehead ferns there, but they get down that way quite a bit, and I think they'll be back in the spring, no problem. So I'm gonna move some brush, and then we'll see what old Ahab's up to. Well, we're just sitting here taking a little break. We had to untangle a little snarl that Liam had in his line. He's trying to hook on up here, but we had a big old rainstorm yesterday and the waters came up and it's murky, so it's usually not the best, but he might get into one if he tries hard enough. Got a little tiki torch going here, helping keep the mosquitoes down. I'll have to get back at the improvements here pretty quick, clear a little more brush. I'll move the stuff out of the way I already cut. So we'll do that next. Let's see how we make out. How's them tin snips working on the brush?
Not really good.
Little stuff. You gotta cut this one right here, would you? It's hanging up the trail. You got a grunt. Can't get her.
It's coming.
Is it? Got it? You got it. I got it. You cut it, I got it.
Sorry.
Looks like something's been doing a little digging in and here. I don't see any fresh tracks in the mud. I can't really tell how far back it goes. Hard to say. Doesn't look like it goes any deeper than right there, but something did some digging there. That's for sure. Oh, this is a pretty good trail now. Pretty good little trail. We didn't open it up too much. Just cut a few alders. A little bit of tiny brush. still not, didn't open the canopy up any. Should be good. I think we only cut 2 or 3 bushes out here. All the rest was a few ferns I had to cut. I hate to cut them, but there wasn't really, there's a grassy spot there with not too many ferns, but I would have had to cut all them nice, I don't know what kind of tree that is. I see that on the river quite often. Maybe I get up close, you guys can tell me what it is. That might be just an old crooked ash, actually, now that I look at the base of it. Be quite a gob here to clean up, set up on this grassy spot. And we still got all that overhanging brush on the water there, so I don't think it'd be the best spot for setting up a camping area. Get all this whole dead stuff here. Probably end up burning that for firewood where she's down and dead. I can see Liam down there doing something. What are you doing down there? Trimming a little brush out of your way? What are you doing down there?
I found the beach, so I'm gonna clear it out a bit.
Okay. Gonna clear her out. So I didn't really like that area to make a campsite. I like this access here where this old beaver slide was. I might be able to make a little ramp or a set of steps. And I did have to clear just this tiny little bit of ferns, but there's all kinds down that way and all kinds down that way. Maybe I'll even take the spade and try to move these. It's only like 10 crowns I had to trim. Might move them, replant them back there a little ways. Then I thought about having have some nice shade under this cherry tree. So I thought that was the best spot. My plan is to try to gather up enough materials to put like a 8x8, a 10x10 float out there with a little gangway going out to it, because it stays fairly deep there even in the summer when the water drops. So, working on looking for some materials for that. You guys got any leads, you let me know in the comments. Thinking about making out of barrels. I was looking for some of them on Facebook Marketplace. If you got any good leads, let me know. Oh, what did I find here? Somebody's old reading glasses. Either somebody must have lost them out of their pocket when they were picking fiddleheads, or came down with the ice. This all loads right up with ice right here in the winter, in the spring when the ice breaks up. So somebody's missing their good specs. They seen better days. I don't need reading glasses. I definitely don't need these ones. I can't even see the camera out of them. But if you recognize these glasses and they're yours, you was down here either picking fiddleheads or lost them on the ice, leave me a comment. I'll get them back to you if you really want them. Well, this wasn't too long a video, but the fish aren't biting because all the rain we had yesterday, and we got some brush done. I'm feeling a little under the weather. Got a little cold action going on here, something. Well, you like them specs? Oh, you broke the bow off them. Them was mint when I found them. You've busted the bow off them.
No.
I was going to sell them on eBay for $500, and now you broke them.
They were already broken.
Oh, they were already broke? They must have broke when I put them in the cup holder. All right. We thank you for following us along here. We're going to have a lot of great adventures down here. Nice specs. And we're going to head back to the house and put away all our stuff, pack the bus, lock the bus up, and head out next weekend. It's going to be nice and sunny. The black flies will be thick and the fish will be biting. I just know it. So, appreciate you following along. We'll see you next time.